It is finally time, boys. ShiftUp has posted the patch notes for the next event, aka the collaboration with Licorice Recoil. So let's go a little bit to see what's going on with the collab, what class are the characters, what we're getting. Haven't seen anything yet, so I'm curious to see what they will end up being. So that's it. Let's jump into this. As usual, before we start, hello the internet. Welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and we have a two-part patch note, pretty big patch notes. I just made my coffee. I woke up. I was like, oh. Patch notes? Say less. Let's see what's going on. We don't care about the time zone itself, in case you do not know when the maintenance starts or ends, because they always don't put it at your time. We have it on the announcement channels. Multi already posted when it starts, when it ends. Alright? So you guys can see it directly in there. That's it. Major updated. First character, Chisato Nishikigi. SSR Chisato, the strongest, okay, I don't care. Is an attacker who adjusts her attacks based on her state. When using her burst skill, she enhances her own attacking capabilities. Alright, Iron. They are Iron, they are not electric. Iron attacker SMG. Okay, and what about the second girl? Taki Inoue. She is a supporter who periodically boosts her ally unit's attack and weakens the enemy's defense. When using her burst skill, she deals 2 damage to enemies. Okay, this might be the better unit out of the two. As a general rule of thumb, it's hard to make SMGs good DPSs. The only 2 exceptions to this rule would be Nayuta, support character, and would be Quincy, if I remember correctly. Well, Siren as well. Siren, Nayuta, support characters, and then you would have Quincy. The only closest we've gotten to, usable SMG DPS would be K, which ended up being more of a flop than anything. So hopefully, the new girl is better. Speaking on gear, supporter and attacker. Abnormal attacker, I am missing the helmet. And abnormal support, we have everything. So we will have to get the helmet with the boxes. We have enough boxes, so it should be fine. Thank God for the co-op boxes, bro. They are so good, not gonna lie. They're so good. Right, back to the passes though. Supporter and attacker characters. That's fine, I guess. The SR, I don't care, but still will read it. Kurumi is a character who deals sustained damage to enemies. When using her burst skill, she increases damage taken by multiple enemies. 2 multiple enemies. Once again, SR character is gonna be useless. I wish we get surprised with an SR character, but not gonna happen. New costumes, Mass Romantic Maid. We're getting the limited costumes for the collab, 2 of them here, another 2 of them there, which some of them are free, some are paid, the usual. And then we're getting a costume for Sui, Spring Stroll. Sui Spring Stroll can be obtained from the March Mission Pass. Also, this is the March Mission Pass. Okay, if it's a good one, I might get it, but it depends on the fan service as usual, which most mission passes are not that great, if we are honest. We're getting the new event, which is going to be divided in 2 parts, the challenge stay, the co-op, the usual stuff for the event. We don't really care about that. I'm curious to see if there's anything else that they have included on the patch notes. New archives, new storyline for the chapters we are finally getting. We will be pushing probably on the stream, maybe on the day of the release, maybe the day after, I'm not sure. I prefer to test on the day of the release and push the day after. We're getting the login calendar with advanced recruitment vouchers, like most collabs and big events, which is good. A special event with Chocolate Bliss. A chocolate thief wreaks havoc across the outpost. I assume this is for Valentine's, February 13 to February 16. That's great. A small event, maybe some cosmetics, maybe a skin. We can cope, we can pray, But I highly doubt it's a skin. Maybe some cosmetics for Valentine's would be nice. And any extra resources we get, be it rocks, be it skill materials, whatever it is, that's great. Weekend only fall burst event, title screen change for the collab, champion arena, seasons 23 and 24, beta, solo raid, not beta, thank God. Solo raid museum is getting the update they were talking about on the previous live stream, don't really care about that. And then we are getting new content and features, so it's the both new chapters, right? New lost sectors, 27 and EX15. Oh, new harmony cube. Surely this will be an actual good harmony cube, guys, that can compete with Bastion and Resilience. I think they don't want to release any other Bastion Resilient cubes, and they want to be making them just like Pierce, just like Destruction, just like those cubes that can be used endgame, but they are not broken. They are not those general cubes, right? But I would prefer more general cubes, to be fair. New Drive Tower floors, new favorite item added, which is the 4 we already know, Private Moran, Sui, and Senti. Anything else? Solar Museum is getting the extra quality of life we're talking about, new lobby backgrounds, new profile cards, new titles. The commodities obviously is all of the passes and the skins we are getting. We are not going to be repeating that. New character packages, obviously. Optimization and miscellaneous updates due to the production schedule. Chapter 43 and 44 of the main scenario do not include GN's Japanese BA. It's interesting that it's the Japanese one that is not included instead of the English one. Okay. Made improvement to Annie's design in certain scenarios to appear more natural. People were complaining about her proportions and her boobs. We'll see what changed. Updated the design of EH to her NIKKE form. This could be an absolute flop depending on what they do. For those of you who don't know, this is her design already. This is, in my opinion, peak already. Okay? This is peak. So I hope they don't break the design. I'm gonna be 100%. Like, I hope they don't really break it. Please shift up. Don't fuck it up. Shift up. Don't fuck it up. And then detailed information regarding optimization will be obviously shown once the maintenance is over, like every single time that they do those small quality of life that are surprises. All in all, pretty nice patch notes, everything we're expecting. Interesting to see that one of the characters is a supporter and one an attacker. I would have preferred a defender, but only because I have gear, right? And I would prefer not to have to use my boxes and keep stockpiling them. But these boxes from Co-op are like so great, honestly. Zero complaints on that, because because now you can skip sometimes, like if you don't want to farm in specific bosses, and save those boxes for specific units, which is great. Enough ranting though, not much to say. I'll be waiting for the kids to drop before we can talk about what's going on with the new girls. Let's play together so the kids are actually usable and good. Iron has plenty of good characters already, so it's going to be a little bit hard to compete in there. And also, Stellar Blade was also Iron, so I'm curious to see what characters they are replacing, quote unquote, no, or where they will be put on. It doesn't really matter, because considering Bunny Milk is a character you have to manual, and most people don't want a manual, and then the Laplace Julia treasures were not that great, and Bunny Soda has been taken out of the meta for the most part. Could be interesting to get some new characters in there, even though they are limited and have no fan service. That's it, enough ranting. That's everything for this video. Just going over the patch notes with the boys in the morning. Any questions you guys have, leave a comment down below. As usual, good luck with your pool dinner rates, and I'll see you on the next one.